Howdy do, hello again and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be making some Jamaican style Chinese ribs, and we'll be serving that with some creamy mash and fried ripe plantains. So here we have some spices here: oregano, parsley, black pepper. Here we have a mixture of potato, Irish potato, sweet potato, a plantain and some cheese. Now we're going to season the ribs, and I'm going to be adding some of my homemade spices. Here I'm adding some of my wet rub homemade jerk seasoning, and I'm adding also some of my dry rub homemade jerk seasoning. I'm also going to be adding some salt here. I'm now going to rub the seasoning into the ribs. Now that the ribs is fully seasoned, I'm going to cover this and leave it to marinate. So now we're going to prepare the ribs, and I'm going to be browning the ribs in a little oil here. So here I'm just adding the pieces of ribs to the oil. And all I want from the ribs here is to just have it brown, or just to get some color into it. So I'm basically frying the ribs in a little oil here, just to get them golden brown in color. After which I'm going to remove it from the stove and place it in the oven. So just turning over the ribs here just to get the color on both sides. So now that my ribs are finished browning, I'm going to remove them from the pot here, and I'm going to be making a sauce to baste them and place them in the oven to continue cooking. So now I'm going to add some chopped garlic to the oil here. I'm also adding some chopped ginger, and I'm going to fry the ginger and the garlic into the oil for about a minute here, just to get the flavors immersed into the oil. Now I'm adding some dark soy sauce, some hoisin sauce, some oyster sauce, sweet soy sauce, some rice vinegar, and I'm adding some brown sugar here too, and I'm adding some salt just to balance out the flavors. So I'm stirring the sauce here. I'm adding some water, and this is warm water I'm adding. I'm going to gently stir this in until it comes to a boil. As soon as it starts boiling, I'm going to place the ribs into the sauce here and give it 2 to 3 minutes on the stove before I place it in the oven to complete the cooking process. So now I'm going to add my ribs. And I'm just tossing these now into the sauce just to get the sauce over all the pieces here. So now I'm going to be placing my ribs in the oven, and I've had my oven preheating at 250 degrees Celsius. I'm going to leave the pot uncovered, and I will be from time to time removing the ribs from the oven and coating the ribs with the sauce just to ensure it's cooking and all the ribs are just basically coated into the sauce while they are cooking. So now the ribs is done. I have removed it from the oven. I'm just stirring it here into the sauce, and you can see how much the sauce has reduced. I'm now going to remove it from here. And add some garnish. So that's the ribs all done. I'm adding some sesame seeds here. I also have some chopped parsley and spring onions here. I'm just going to use this to garnish the rib, and that's it. Now I'm going to prepare the potato and plantain. First, I'm going to peel the potatoes and boil them. And here I'm using a mixture of potato, so here I have a sweet potato which I will be mashing with the Irish potatoes, and this sweet potato is actually very beautiful. It's lovely and creamy and dry. It's not as watery as some of the other potatoes we tend to get in the stores here. I think this potato is from Ghana, but it's a beautiful potato. It is sweet and it is very creamy. And I find when I make creamy mash and I blend the potatoes like this, it's just amazing. So I am going to slice my potatoes before I add them to the boiling water, because I find it does help the potatoes to cook a bit quicker. So there we have it. I'm going to wash my potatoes now and boil them. So here I have a pot with hot boiling water, and I've added some salt to the water. So I'm adding the potatoes here, and I'm going to cover my pot and leave them to cook. But while my potato is cooking, I'm going to fry my plantain. So here I have one ripe plantain which I'm peeling. So now I'm going to slice my plantain and get it ready for frying. So there we have it. My plantains are all sliced. I'm going to fry them here. And notice I'm only using a little oil because we don't need a lot of oil to fry ripe plantain. So now I'll add the plantains to the oil, and these should take about 3 to 4 minutes to complete frying. So I'm just turning these over onto the other side for them to fry as well. Now my plantains are finished frying. I'm removing them from the oil here. I'm now going to remove my potatoes from the hot boiling water here now that they are cooked. So now I have my potatoes in a bowl here. I'm going to add some black pepper, some parsley. These are dried spices, the cheese. I'm adding some butter here as well. So now I'm just mashing the cheese and the potato here just to get that creamy mash going. I'm now going to add some of the oregano. And that's basically it. So now I'll just combine everything here into a beautiful creamy mash. There we have it, a beautiful creamy mash. It's all ready to be served. So here we have our plantains, some salad, creamy mash, and our ribs. It's now time to serve this beautiful meal. So here we have our creamy mash and salad on the serving plate. We're going to dress this up now with some of the ribs. And now we're going to add our beautiful fried ripe plantains as well. How gorgeous is this plate? Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, leave us a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And also remember to turn your notification bells on so you do get notified when we do upload more videos like these. Thanks again for watching. Nuff love. Bye.